The concept of underwear has evolved significantly over time, and while the oldest pieces of clothing may not have always been considered underwear in the modern sense, there are some ancient garments that served similar purposes. Here are 10 of the oldest known underwear-like garments. 1. Ancient Egyptian linen underwear circa 1500 BC. Ancient Egyptians are believed to have worn linen loincloths as undergarments. These were simple cloths wrapped around the waist and tied in place. 2. The loincloths of the ancient Sumerians circa 3000 BC. Sumerians in Mesopotamia used simple loincloths made of woven plant fibers, which were considered the first form of underwear. 3. Greek and Roman Perizoma circa 300 BC. The perizoma was a type of loincloth worn by Greek and Roman men and women. It was a piece of cloth worn around the waist and between the legs, similar to modern-day briefs. 4. Roman subligaculums circa 100 AD. This was a garment worn by Roman soldiers and civilians. It was a simple loincloth that tied around the waist and between the legs, serving as a practical undergarment for both work and leisure. 5. Medieval bries circa 12th–15th centuries. In the medieval period, both men and women wore bries, which were loose-fitting underpants made of linen or wool, often worn under tunics or dresses. 6. Hose circa 14th century. By the 14th century, hose or pantaloon became common, especially in Europe. These were tight-fitting garments worn over the legs, often serving both as undergarments and outerwear. 7. Renaissance underwear circa 16th century. During the Renaissance, both men and women wore various forms of undergarments, such as breeches for men and chemises for women, often made from linen or cotton. 8. The 18th century shorts circa 1700s. Early versions of underwear as we know it, including shorts for men, started to appear in the 1700s. These were often worn under breeches or trousers. 9. Victorian drawers circa 19th century. In the Victorian era, women's drawers, a form of pantalettes, became more common. They were long, often lace-trimmed, undergarments made from cotton or linen, worn underskirts. 10. 19th century men's long underwear circa 1850s. Men in the mid-1800s began wearing long underwear, also called union suits, which covered the body from the neck down to the legs. This garment became widely popular in colder regions. While these garments weren't always underwear in the modern sense, they played a similar role in covering and protecting the body. The concept of underwear evolved over time, becoming more refined and specialized with advancements in fabrics, sewing techniques, and societal norms.